Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's wonderful to have you here with me today as we dive into a topic that's incredibly important for our long-term health and vitality, especially as we navigate the vibrant years beyond 55. We all know that breakfast is often called the most important meal of the day, setting the stage for our energy and focus. However, as our bodies gracefully mature, our nutritional needs and how we process certain foods can change significantly. What might have been a harmless morning treat in our younger years could now be subtly working against our wellness goals. It's a truth we must embrace. After the age of 55, certain breakfast foods, some of which are incredibly popular and deeply ingrained in our morning routines, can unfortunately begin to negatively impact our health. They can contribute to issues we're all keen to avoid, like unwanted weight gain, fluctuating energy levels, and even more serious chronic conditions. But knowledge is power. And understanding these potential pitfalls is the first step towards making choices that truly nourish and support our bodies as we age, helping us live fuller, more energetic lives for many years to come. That's why, in today's video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal the top 3 worst breakfast offenders that you should seriously consider reducing or eliminating from your diet if you're over 55. We're not just going to name them, we'll explore why they're problematic and what impact they can have on your well-being. My goal is to empower you with information so you can start your day feeling your absolute best. So grab a healthy beverage, get comfortable, and let's get started on this journey to a healthier morning. First on our list, and perhaps one of the most common culprits lurking in our pantries, are those brightly colored, enticingly sweet breakfast cereals. I know, they're quick, they're easy, and for many of us they bring back fond childhood memories. The marketing is brilliant, often touting added vitamins and minerals, making us feel like we're making a somewhat healthy choice. However, the reality for many of these products, especially when we're looking at health after 55, is that they are often laden with an astonishing amount of sugar, sometimes more than a candy bar. This hidden sugar is where the trouble really begins for our mature bodies, setting off a cascade of unwelcome effects. When you consume these high-sugar cereals first thing in the morning, your body experiences a rapid and dramatic spike in blood sugar levels. Think of it like a rocket launching, a quick burst of energy, yes, but what goes up must come down, and often just as quickly. This sudden surge forces your pancreas to work overtime, pumping out insulin to try and manage this sugar overload. For those of us over 55, our bodies may not handle these extreme fluctuations as efficiently as they once did. This isn't just about a fleeting sugar rush followed by an energy crash mid-morning. It's about the consistent strain we're putting on our metabolic system day after day. Repeatedly subjecting your body to these sugar spikes can, over time, lead to a serious condition called insulin resistance. This is where your cells become less responsive to insulin signals, meaning sugar isn't effectively removed from your bloodstream. Insulin resistance is a major precursor to developing type 2 diabetes, a chronic illness that significantly impacts quality of life and increases the risk of numerous other health complications. As we age, our inherent risk for type 2 diabetes can naturally increase, so adding fuel to that fire with sugary breakfasts is something we absolutely want to avoid. It's about protecting our long-term metabolic health, and that starts with being incredibly discerning about our first meal. Beyond the risk of diabetes, that excessive sugar intake from your morning cereal bowl also plays a significant role in increasing your risk of heart disease. High sugar consumption can lead to elevated levels of triglycerides, which are a type of fat in your blood. It can also contribute to higher levels of LDL cholesterol, often referred to as the bad cholesterol, and lower levels of HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol. Furthermore, sugar is a known pro-inflammatory agent, and chronic inflammation is a key driver in the development of atherosclerosis, the hardening and narrowing of our arteries. This puts undue stress on our cardiovascular system, which naturally faces more challenges as we age. So, my friends, it's crucial to become a label detective. Don't be swayed by appealing packaging or health claims on the front of the box. Turn it over, look at the nutrition facts, and pay close attention to the sugar content per serving. You might be shocked at what you find. Opting for whole grain, low sugar alternatives, or better yet, breakfasts based on whole foods like oats, eggs, or Greek yogurt with fruit can make a world of difference. This isn't about deprivation, it's about making smarter, more informed choices to fuel your amazing life after 55 with the vitality you deserve, avoiding the pitfalls of these deceptively sweet beginnings to your day. Moving on from the sweet to the savory, Our second category of breakfast foods to approach with caution after 55 is processed meats. I'm talking about those breakfast staples for many: bacon, sausages, ham, and some deli meats that might find their way into a morning sandwich. There's no denying their appealing taste and the satisfying, hearty feeling they can provide. They're often associated with a traditional, fulfilling breakfast. However, beneath that savory allure lie some significant health concerns, particularly due to their high sodium content and the presence of certain preservatives, which can become increasingly problematic as our bodies age and become more sensitive to these compounds. Let's first tackle the issue of sodium. Processed meats are notoriously high in sodium, which is added for flavor and as a preservative. While our bodies do need a certain amount of sodium to function correctly, the excessive amounts found in these breakfast items can lead to a significant increase in blood pressure. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is often called the silent killer because it typically has no obvious symptoms, but silently damages your blood vessels and heart over time. As we age, our blood vessels can naturally become stiffer and less elastic, making us more susceptible to the effects of high sodium intake. Consistently starting your day with a sodium bomb can put unnecessary and dangerous strain on your entire cardiovascular system. Beyond sodium, another major concern with processed meats lies in the preservatives used to extend their shelf life and maintain their color, specifically nitrates and nitrites. When these compounds are ingested, and particularly when they are cooked at high temperatures like frying bacon or grilling sausages, they can convert into nitrosamines in our bodies. Nitrosamines are potent chemical compounds that have been identified as carcinogens, meaning they have the potential to cause cancer. While our bodies have defense mechanisms, consistently exposing ourselves to these compounds, especially as our cellular repair mechanisms may not be as robust as in our youth, increases the cumulative risk over time. This brings us to a very serious point: the established link between the consumption of processed meats and an increased risk of certain types of cancer, most notably colorectal cancer. Numerous large-scale studies and reports from major health organizations, including the World Health Organization, have classified processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, placing it in the same category as tobacco smoking and asbestos in terms of its cancer-causing potential to humans. This doesn't mean eating a slice of bacon will instantly give you cancer, but regular habitual consumption significantly elevates your lifetime risk, a risk that naturally tends to increase with age anyway. We need to be mindful of these well-documented associations. Therefore, when it comes to breakfast, especially after 55, it's wise to reconsider making processed meats a daily or even frequent habit. Think of them more as an occasional indulgence rather than a staple. There are many delicious and healthier protein sources you can incorporate into your morning meal, such as eggs, Greek yogurt, smoked salmon in moderation, watch the sodium here too, or even plant-based options like tofu scrambles or bean burritos. Making this shift can significantly reduce your intake of harmful sodium and preservatives, supporting better blood pressure control and lowering your long-term cancer risk, helping you greet each day with more confidence in your health. Our third and final category of breakfast foods to be wary of after 55 encompasses those delightful, often decadent pastries, donuts, muffins, croissants, and sweet rolls. Oh, the temptation. The aroma of a freshly baked cinnamon roll or the sight of a glazed donut can be incredibly hard to resist, especially when you're looking for a quick pick-me-up with your morning coffee. They feel like a treat, a little reward to start the day. However, these items are typically packed with refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, and often a good deal of sugar too, creating a trifecta of trouble for our maturing bodies and long-term wellness goals. Let's first break down the issue with refined carbohydrates. The flour used in most pastries and donuts is heavily processed, stripping away the beneficial fiber and nutrients found in whole grains. This means they are digested very quickly by your body, leading to a rapid surge in blood sugar and a subsequent insulin response, much like we discussed with sugary cereals. This roller coaster of blood sugar can leave you feeling energetic for a short while, but then comes the inevitable crash, often leading to cravings for more sugary or refined foods later in the day. For those over 55, maintaining stable blood sugar levels is paramount for sustained energy, mood stability, and preventing the onset of metabolic issues. Then there's the matter of fats, specifically the types of fats commonly found in these commercially baked goods. Many pastries and donuts are made with unhealthy fats, including saturated fats and even more concerningly, trans fats. Trans fats are particularly detrimental as they are known to raise your LDL or bad cholesterol levels while simultaneously lowering your HDL or good cholesterol levels. This double whammy significantly increases your risk of developing heart disease, atherosclerosis and stroke. Even small amounts of trans fats can be harmful, and as we age, protecting our heart health becomes an even more critical priority. Reading labels for partially hydrogenated oils is key to avoiding these hidden dangers. Furthermore, the combination of refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, and often high sugar content in these breakfast treats makes them very calorie-dense, but nutrient-poor. Consuming them regularly can easily contribute to unwanted weight gain, particularly the accumulation of visceral fat, the dangerous fat that surrounds your internal organs. Visceral fat is metabolically active and produces inflammatory substances that can wreak havoc throughout your body. Chronic inflammation is a root cause or contributing factor to a host of age-related diseases including heart disease, arthritis, type 2 diabetes, and even some forms of cognitive decline. These pastries are, quite literally, fueling inflammation. So, while an occasional pastry as a genuine mindful treat on a special occasion might be acceptable, making them a regular part of your breakfast routine after 55 is a habit worth breaking. Instead, focus on breakfasts rich in whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats. Think of oatmeal with berries and nuts, a vegetable omelet with a slice of whole grain toast, or a smoothie packed with fruits, vegetables, and a protein source. These choices will provide sustained energy, essential nutrients, and fiber, helping you feel full and satisfied while actively supporting your body's health and reducing inflammation rather than contributing to it. It's about choosing nourishment over empty calories. So there you have it, the top 3 breakfast offenders that can particularly impact your health journey after the age of 55. Sugary cereals, processed meats, and those tempting pastries and donuts. Understanding why these foods can be problematic is the first powerful step towards making choices that will truly serve your body and help you feel vibrant and energetic every single day. It's not about fear, but about empowerment through knowledge. Our aim is always to enhance our quality of life, and what we choose for breakfast plays a surprisingly significant role in that long-term picture. I want to wholeheartedly encourage you to take this information and use it to make conscious, healthier choices for your morning meal. This isn't about strict deprivation or never enjoying your favorite foods again. It's about awareness, moderation, and prioritizing nutrient-dense options that fuel your body effectively. Small, consistent changes can lead to profound improvements in your energy levels, your weight management, and your overall risk profile for chronic diseases. Think of each healthy breakfast as an investment in your future self, an act of self-care that will pay dividends for years to come. Explore new recipes, try different whole foods, and find what truly makes you feel good from the inside out. If you found this information helpful and want to continue learning more about how to optimize your health, especially as you navigate the wonderful years beyond 55, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Your support means the world to me, and I'd love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite healthy breakfast go-tos? Share your ideas in the comments below to inspire our community. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to many more healthy, happy mornings ahead.